Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and good morning to my students. Hope that you'll be doing well in your studies, especially in mathematics. And yes, of course, with mathematics. So, as you all know, that we are doing this book, this one, and we have already completed six chapters out of it. We have already completed six chapters out of it, and today, inshallah, be studying and doing seventh chapter. Now, what is about seventh chapter? It is all about perimeters, area, and volume. Now, what we'll be discussing each and following topic one by one. What is perimeter? What is area? What is volume? But the perimeter comes at very first. It is the very first thing. Now, you see, this is a board. You can see its outline. Some silvery outline is there. If I start my journey from here, or I want to uh, measure this, I want to measure this board, the outline of this board. I'll start from point zero. Suppose that this is the point zero over here. I hope zero is now visible to you. And from zero, we'll be going moving towards right or downwards. It's up to you. We'll be going right. Okay. As you can see, I have placed one arrow and we'll reach to the other corner of that board, extreme right of this board. And then we'll move downwards from here and from this right to left and back to our initial position. So I have measured the outline, the silvery outline of the board, or the boundary of this board, or the outline of this board. Now this, if we do this, this will call the perimeter of anything. Now this is both, the board is rectangular, so you can say it that it is a perimeter, or anything you can be. Now this is a rectangular figure, two dimensional. Now this is of course width or breadth. This is called width or breadth, and this is called length. Mostly it is called b, breadth. Okay. Now what I did was I put a mark over here, and then I moved from here to here to here, and here to here, and back to my original position. Now, if it was a regular figure, regular rectangular, let us say that it was 4 feet. Of course, it is also 4 feet, and let me take it as 2 feet and 2 feet again, because it is a regular rectangular. So, what I measure is 4 feet plus 2 feet plus 4 feet plus 2 feet. Is it clear to you? Now, what is the net result? 4 plus 2 is 6, 4 plus 2 is 6, it means 12 feet. 12 feet is the total boundary of this rectangular. So, what I call this 12 feet is the perimeter of this rectangle. It is the perimeter of the rectangle. Perimeter can be taken with any geometrical figure or any area or any land or whatsoever it is. So, for example, this was the rectangle. It can be taken in square, it can be taken in triangle, or any polygon, or any polygon. I know you know about the polygons. So any polygon can be taken with the perimeter. So, but the perimeter of the circle, the perimeter of the circle is not called perimeter. It is called circumference. Circumference. Though it is the same thing, circumference. Circumference. It has its own formula of doing, but rest of all are if you place a point from here to here, here to here, and here back, it will be your perimeter. Now, the perimeter of a rectangular figure, perimeter of a rectangular figure is, now was a rectangular. This was our example. So you see that this was length, this was breadth, this was length, this was breadth. So all of these are being added together. So what will we do? 2L plus B. 2L plus B. Now it means that twice the length and the breadth is equal to the perimeter of rectangle. And similarly, if this is the side of the square, this is the side of the square when it is a regular square. So SS, it means 4S will be the parameter of the 4S will be the parameter of this square. And if it is a triangle, so T T T. But if only it is an equilateral triangle, it will be 3T. And if it is not an equilateral triangle, other than equilateral triangle, then it would have been T1, T2, T3. So it will become then T1 plus T2 plus T3. So this was précis of what we are going to do with the parameters. This was the parameter of different things. What about this circumference? The parameter of, if you place a nail over here and then put a thread all over the um, boundary of this circle, you will know its circumference. But it is a very difficult process. So what we do, there is a formula, and that is equal to 2 pi r. This is r. This is r. R means radius, or you can also do it pi d, because this 2 and r will multiply together and it will become diameter. Now this is the whole from here to here is the diameter. Okay, so this was the brief description of parameter, and let us see what we are going to do in our examples. So I hope you would have understood what is the parameter of different things. I've all told you about rectangle, I told you about square, I told you about different triangles, triangle which is equilateral, triangle which is not equilateral, and of course the circle, and about the polygons also. For example, you have some figure like this, which is how much? It is a hexagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If it is a regular hexagon, or even if it is not a regular hexagon, you can even then uh, find its perimeter. So perimeter is, if it is regular hexagon, then the side will be A or S whatsoever it is. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it will be 6A. Perimeter is equal to 6A. And you can measure it in any units. You can measure it in FPS system, MCAS system, or CGS system, whatsoever you want to do is. I hope you would know that what is FPS, MKS, and CGS system or international system, whatsoever it is. It is foot pound second, meters, kilograms, and second, centimeters, grams, and seconds. So it was the brief discussion about the perimeter. Now, what is about the area? Now, my dear students, as I told you about the perimeter, that it is the outline, it is the boundary of any figure, any land, or any geometrical figure, whatsoever it is. But area, what is an area? Now, we have already stated perimeter. Now, what is area? Now, the same board, I want to start it from the same board. Now, you see that there was a length in this board, there is a breadth in this board or the width in the board, but the area is what on which I am writing upon. Now, this is the area. This is the area on which I am writing upon. Well, my dear students, I was telling you about the area. Now, the space, the space where I write upon is its area. If I consider this whiteboard as my subject, now what is the perimeter? Perimeter was the outer line of this board, the same board, but the area is where I write upon called the area. Now, for different geometrical figures or different pieces of land, the area is different. For example, if I take this board, now there is a length, this is the length, and this is its breadth or width. Now, area of this will be L multiplied by B, means length multiplied by breadth. Length multiplied by breadth. Area of rectangle. Now, this is only the area of rectangle. Area of rectangle. Now, what about the area of square? The scheme will remain the same. Two sides will be multiplied together when we call the area of square. You know what is square? It has all sides equal. Now suppose this is side, and this is S, and this is S. The measure of each is S. Then the format will remain the same, the scheme will remain the same, that we'll multiply the two sets. Like we multiplied length into breadth. Here, luckily, we have the same size of side in each case. So it will become S multiplied by S, or which will be equal to S square. Now, my dear students, what about the area of circle? Now, I told you that for each geometrical figure, you will be finding different type of areas. Now, area of a circle will be pi r square. Pi r square. And if you want to find the segment of that circle, for example, this is your circle, you want to find the area of this segment only, then there will be another formula for this, and that will be equal to pi r square, the same, the angle between which is theta, and which will be divided by 360 degrees. Okay, now this is the area of the segment of the circle. This is the area of the segment of the circle. Maybe this is beyond our course, but this is in our course. And now the area of triangle. Area of triangle. Area of triangle. Now, area of triangle is half base into height. Half base into height. What does it mean? That if this is a triangle, any triangle. Now, it may be an equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle, scalene triangle. We'll project a perpendicular from. We'll drop a perpendicular from the top to the base of the triangle. So you see that half base, whatsoever the base is, this is the base. This is base B, and height, this is the height H. Now this is the height of the triangle. Now this, you see that for every figure what we had is a different formula for finding the area. Now my dear students, you must have noted that in perimeter and in area we are concerned with two dimensions: length into breadth, side into side. Pi r square, well, this is somewhat different thing, but here you again are dealing with two dimensions. Now these all are two dimension figures, and the area is, of course, when we find the area of anything, it is in square. Because, for example, this length is 20 centimeter. 20 centimeter is the length. Breadth is 8 centimeter. Now this is centimeter. Again, this is centimeter. This is centimeter and this is centimeter. Both are in centimeter. Now the result will be 160. This is the numerical value. This is the numerical value. But what is the unit for this? Because you are multiplying also the centimeter with the centimeter. So it will become centimeter square. Centimeter square. Whenever you write the area will be in square. For example, for the same, another example, if this was 10 centimeter, again this is 10 centimeter, but centimeter and centimeter are again going to multiply. So it will become 100 centimeter square, or it is sometimes called square centimeter. If I write it in English, it will be 100 square centimeter. Both are same. Square centimeter, 100 square centimeter. And for this, you will have to multiply the value of radius. Whatever the radius be, maybe it is 3, so 3 square. So 3 times 9 times 9 3 times is 27 and something like 29, maybe 29 centimeters square. This is approximately, don't consider it. And for this also, you see that there are two dimensions. So if it is in centimeter, it is in centimeter. The result will also become in centimeter square. So I hope that you would have understood the concept of area as well. Now proceeding towards the volume. Now let me introduce you to with the volume. What is the volume of anything? Now volume, when we say volume, now this term is considered with the three dimensions. Volume. Now volume of anything. Now you cannot find the volume of length and breadth. That's it, area only. When you multiply the area, when you multiply the area with its third with its third dimension, which is height. Let me take it as height. Now, this is the general formula for every uh, geometrical figure. Now, this is the area, and you have already know about the area. If you want to find the volume, you will have to find its height as well. For example, I want to, for the same board, I am considering the same board, this whiteboard. I want to find its volume. I had already found its area, which was length into breadth. This was length, this was breadth. And what the thickness is it is having, this much thickness it is having. So this thickness will be multiplied with the area. Now this, the area was, what was the area? Area was length into breadth and height. This thickness, this thickness is the This thickness is the its height, so I will be knowing the volume of this boat. Now you see that again, the very first thing is that if it is in centimeter, this will also be in centimeter. This is also in centimeter. Now, when there was area, it was in square. Now, third dimension has also come in across. So, what will be the our net result? It will be always in centimeter cube. It always be in centimeter cube or inches cube or unit cube. You can also see call it as unit cube, whatsoever the unit may be. It may be feet, it may be inches, it may be centimeter, it may be millimeters, and whatsoever it is. Now, the area of rectangular figure, which is called the prism or cuboid. Now, this is called the cuboid. If I can make it, now you see, it is the board which I have placed it like this. Now, this is the length, this is the breadth, and this is the height. This is the height of this board, or whatsoever the geometrical figure we have. This is called, also called the cuboid. So it will be length into breadth, the same, which was the area multiplied by height. Multiplied, the only thing which is new in here is height. So it will become length into breadth into height. So it will become the area or the volume. Now it has become the volume of this cuboid. It has become the volume of the cuboid. And if it is cube means regular square figure. The dice with you play with, the dice with you play with is the regular figure with S, and S. All the three dimensions are same, so it will become the same is the area of square, S square multiplied with another S, it will become S cube. It will become S cube. And for the cylinder, now the cylinder, now this is the cylinder. You know that your cars, your motorbikes, it is written 70 cc. For car, it is written 1300 cc. What does it mean? Means the size of the cylinder in which the piston is moving. The size of the cylinder in which the piston is moving. For example, you have a motorbike 70 cc. It is only one cylinder, so we can consider it very easily. It has only one cylinder, so the size of that cylinder is 70. How it is calculated? You see that this is a cylinder, this is a circle over here, this is a circle over here. Same, the circle, the area of the circle, as I told you, area multiplied by height. Now, what is this area of this circle is? It is, I told you, pi r square. Pi r square. And what is the height of this cylinder? This is the height of this cylinder. This is the height of this cylinder. So multiply it with this one. So it is pi r square h. It is pi r square h. And similarly, when we are considering the prism is a figure with triangular base, maybe. So it is like this. Okay. Now same the same will apply over here. Now what was the area of triangle? Now this is a triangular prism. This is a triangular prism. So area, what was the area of triangle? The area of triangle was half base into height. And again, this you can also call it length. Yeah, call it length now this time. Now this will be L over here. Okay, because we have already set this as height. We have already set this as height. So don't mix with this height with this height. So this is different, this is different. Call is L. Okay. So maybe sometime it is one and the same thing. So all the things will become in unit cube. Unit cube because there are three dimensions: length, breadth, and height. Centimeter, 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 or unit, unit, unit. It will become cube. Or you can also write it as cubic unit. Cubic unit. Whatsoever it is, the unit is maybe feet, maybe feet, maybe centimeters, maybe millimeters, and whatsoever it is. So petrol, you go and to the petrol station, petrol pump station. You tell him to fill his your tank of motorcycle or car. So the volume, you are paying for the volume of that petrol. You are paying the volume of that petrol because, for example, this is the uh, your car, that the tank of the car is like this. The tank of the car is like this. So you fill this with petrol, so you are getting unit cube liters. Okay. So my dear students, I hope that this preface is enough for today, and maybe we'll be doing some more geometrical figures in the coming session. So before I go further, you may digest these three terms. What were the three terms? The three terms are perimeter, area, and volume. So it's time for this lecture to sign off. So I am signing off. Soon be seeing you in the work, yeah, in the examples of the same. Allah Hafiz.